yogis, welcome as you join. Let's just see, let me turn this. Hello, hello. Monday morning, Monday afternoon, all sunny out. It's gonna be a good day if it hasn't started to be a good day already for you all. And as we gather, if you'd like to check in and just say hello to me in the little box to the side or underneath, that would be so lovely. Hello, Joe and Lorraine. Thank you, thank you. I love to hear from you. Ready for me? Yes, all is well. Yes, it's all good. I'm going to teach here. My mom is, hi Barbara and Ron and LJ. My mom is done with her 14-day quarantine. So after class today, I'm going to go pick her up and we're going to do some driving around with our masks on and get a little grocery shop and go to the post office, and then that's it. But so I'm just happy to get her, out a little bit. She's been so great in being home and quarantined. So, and it's a perfect day to kind of run a couple of little errands. So I hope you guys are all doing well. We have 3 doggies in the house and a fat lazy cat sleeping on the bed. And if you guys have your dogs with you, give them some love. Dogs, cats, or whatever other animals you have, give them some love from us. And again, as you gather, just make sure you have what you need, whether you're laying in a bed or in a chair or on a sofa. If you like to have some blocks or books, grab those so they're available to you. And yeah, let's get going. Good. So let's see, everybody's in place. Hi, Carl. Nice to see you. Perfect. Good. All right. So I'm going to take these glasses off. Excuse me. So Mondays, my first class on Mondays that I teach, so, and I haven't done any morning class myself, so it always feels good to get my body moving with you guys on Mondays. And so this is my first class. Hello, Fred. So as we begin, just taking your time, just rock the sit bones a little bit. Just really taking that time to allow yourself to settle. And then maybe just find a little bit more stillness, closing your eyes if you like, or dimming the lids, whatever feels comfortable to you, right? So important. And then today, just allowing yourself to drop in. Maybe you had a busy weekend. Some people are talking about being busier than ever with COVID, right? With all the Zoom and phone conversations that everyone's having. Sometimes they find that they're more busy than before. So I hope it's in a good way that you're busy and filling yourselves up. And just allow some of that energy, though, to kind of come into your practice today. This practice of yoga to help us really settle the mind, settle the body, and come into a space of truth, of goodness, of love, of kindness, as you endlessly hear me discuss. And just let the shoulders roll down away from the ears, and with that you might sit a little taller. And as you sit a little bit taller, you can either, if you need to be sitting back into the chair, then do for that extra support, or sit a little bit more to the front of the chair. If you're laying in a bed, just get a little bit more length into the waist, right? Feel that energy from the feet to the crown of the head. And just let yourself settle, let yourself quiet endlessly over and over. And just drop into your body. Notice how that feels as you just Bring yourself in endlessly over and over again. The mind wants to keep drawing us away. And come into a space of non-judgment, right? Can you be in that space of non-judgment? This practice of being just present for yourself right here, right now. That practice of acceptance with loving kindness. And just notice the breath, that beautiful breath as it comes in and comes out. And just begin to feel a softness of your body, but also the strength of your body. So that softness, you might feel that a little bit more into the front of the body, that kind of belly and ribs and heart space as you breathe. And you might notice that strength a little bit more into the back of the body, right? Sitting tall, laying tall, whatever it is. Just notice how all that feels. Sorry, turn off my air conditioner. And just notice again this ability to be soft and heartfelt, but also strong, right? So important, this balance of the two. And just notice again this breath. No particular breath, just the softness into the belly, into the heart space. But also that focus of the breath, like focus of the mind into the breath. And then here today, begin to feel the inhale and sit a little bit taller or lengthen your spine a little bit more. And a soft exhale out through the mouth. Again, feel that inhale as it rises through your body. And exhale softly out through the mouth. One more like that. That inhale. And that exhale. Beautiful. And then bring these hands to your heart space. So palms down onto your heart space, onto your chest. And just practice again that focusing in, that loving kindness, that releasing of judgment, negativity. And just kind of love on yourself a little bit. We showed up here today for our practice together, supporting one another, supporting ourselves. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to take and lift our head a little bit, gaze out in front. And we're going to take this right hand down onto our right knee, and this left hand's going to reach out, so not to a T, but a little bit on an angle, right? A little bit up. Yeah, and then draw the belly in, and then take the gaze over towards those left fingertips. And as you reach the gaze over, just feel a nice kind of stretch come into the front of the body. Yeah, opening up through the left shoulder, the chest, the belly drawing in and up. One more breath here. Beautiful. Now take the gaze over your right shoulder. Staying with that left arm, kind of reaching out to the side and up a little bit. And then take this left arm, reach it up to the sky. Draw the belly in and over. A little bit of a side stretch, not huge. And then come back up. Nice sway of movement. And then over. Belly draws in. Nice stretch into the left edge of the body. And again. Last one. Beautiful. And then take this arm, reach it back out, finding that nice little reach. And then cross it over, finding the outer edge of that right knee, and that right hand finds your waist. Grow tall on an inhale, and then begin to take a nice little twist here with the exhale. Drawing through the belly, the ribs, the chest, into that heart space. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Nice, soft, even breath. And then slowly coming back through to center, we're going to place both hands onto the knees. And we're just going to begin to make some circles here at the waist. One direction. And as you kind of sit back, you might tuck the chin in, reaching back out. Tuck the chin in. Just feel a nice slow movement, opening up the back, connecting to your core, your pelvic floor. Good. 2 more rounds, this same direction. One direction. Love it. Good. And then come back, nice neutral spine. Bring the shoulders back over the hips, sit nice and tall. So see if you can remember what direction you went, okay? So I know what direction I went on that one. Just remember that. See if you can kind of softly put that into your memory bank. And then from here, we're going to take this right hand, bring it out to the side, but up a little bit, and that left hand onto the knee, and then slow, just take the gaze over those right fingertips, and you'll just feel some nice activity come into the chest, into the shoulders. Let this left shoulder melt down, and the belly button lift in and up. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, one more breath. Beautiful, and then just take that gaze over that right shoulder. Not your right shoulder, sorry, your left shoulder. And just feel a little bit more kind of reaching with the right arm, getting that extra stretch. Belly draws in and up. Beautiful. Now take this right hand, reach it up to the sky, and then over. Coming into that side stretch, just a little bit. Kind of support this, please, with your core. And then sway as you come up. And again, reaching over. Beautiful, swaying as you come up. And again. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come back up. We're going to take this right arm, bring it back out a little bit onto that angle, out to the side a little bit, and then take this right hand across to the outside of that left knee. The left hand finds the waist, grow long, and then begin to twist from the waist to the ribs, to the chest, to the shoulders. Gaze over that left shoulder, nothing forced here, just first, early in our practice, first little bit of movement, twisting, loosening up the shoulders and the back. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And then slowly just sliding back to neutral, placing the hands onto the knees. Now, can you bring back to the front of your mind that circle, what direction you went, and switch it. It might feel a little awkward as well. So circling the other direction, tucking the chin as you roll back. Nice, just take your time. Good, let it feel good, right? So we're not overdoing, we're just observing and being kind to our bodies as we loosen up. 2 more circles here. Good, 1 more. Beautiful, and then from here, we're going to be forward. Hands can stay on the knees or bring the forearms down onto the knees. So whatever feels right to you. Forearms down onto the knees, you're going to be a little bit deeper and just rock a little bit side to side. Yeah, just loosening up the lower back, soles of the feet onto the earth. And you can also begin to let the head go a little bit. Make sure you're drawing that belly in and up. Mine was not, so lifting it in and up. Beautiful. Now from here, come back to neutral. And again, maybe the forearms are on the knees or tops of the thighs or the hands. We're going to take and bring that left hand and we're going to bring it out to a T. So I want you to draw the belly in. Feel the muscles into the back of the shoulder helping you here, and the neck is long. So take that breath, inhale. Draw the core in on that exhale. Building some strength. One more breath. And that exhale. Beautiful. Now bring that right hand or forearm back down, coming to the other side. Sorry, I keep messing up my right and left today. We're going to take the opposite arm out to the side, and as you can see, I'm trying to have some nice alignment, but if this is too high, then have it a little lower. It really doesn't matter. Just want you to feel the core drawing in, the back of the shoulder, working a little bit, the waist, the back, all these kind of muscles helping you maintain. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Beautiful. And then bring that forearm or hand down, keeping the shape of leaning forward a little bit. We're going to just take and move into a little bit of that cow back, so tail reaches behind, chest lifts. Thank you, Fred. And then round into the shoulder blades, so drawing the belly in, the head can tuck a little bit. Good, and then moving back, so that kind of cow back, but it's not going to be as deep as when we're sitting tall. Just be kind, and then draw the belly in. Thank you, Freddie. Breathe into the back of the shoulder blades and the neck. One more like that. Lifting the chest, tail reaches behind, and then tuck the chin and draw in. Beautiful. Come back. Nice neutral spine. So find that nice length of the spine. Shoulders away from the ears. If your forearms are down, bring the hands down. Draw the belly in and lift up. Good. Really nice. And from here, we're going to take and bring this left hand out to that T, but then again, it's going to come a little bit higher. And then we're going to take and bring that right hand out to the T, but then a little bit higher. So feel that you're not rounding forward, but that you're opening up, and we're going to circle the wrists here. One direction, nice energy. Feel the muscles into the back, helping you as well as, of course, the core in the front. It's actually all connected. Switch the wrists, head the other way. Good, really nice. And again, if this feels too high in the arms and you need to be lower, no problem. Do any little bit of it that feels right to you. Good. Now, take these arms, if you can, reach them up over your head. You're going to take that left hand onto that right wrist. You're going to take and kind of reach it a little bit longer. Belly draws in. And then take it into that side stretch. So you're really kind of helping this reach into that right edge of the body. Breathing here for 2. Staying for the breath of 1. Good. And then from here, we're going to come back up. We're going to take and switch the arms so that right hand holds on to that left wrist. We grow long through that whole edge of the body, and then over to the other side, reaching over to the right and breathing into the left edge of the body for 2. And stay for the 1. Perfect. And then from here, slowly coming back up. We're going to take these arms again, sort of a little bit higher than that T, as long as that feels okay to you. And we're going to take and cross this right hand and find that left shoulder, and then this left hand finding that right shoulder. We've done this before. I want you to kind of wrap the hands a little bit deeper if you can around the shoulders. Draw the belly in, and then slowly we're going to round in, tucking the chin, breathing into the shoulder blades a little bit. I'm rocking a little bit. It just kind of helps me open up the back of the body. If that feels good, do that. If not, stay a little bit more still. Good. 2 more breaths here. Belly draws in, tuck of the tail, tuck of the chin. 1 more breath. Good. And then from here, slow. We're going to let these hands melt down and find the tops of the knees. And we're going to move into that cow pose. Heart opens, tail reaches behind, so it's a little bit deeper. Feel that nice stretch. And then just tuck the tail, tuck the chin, reach into that cat pose. Beautiful. 2 more like that. Inhale as we move into that cow pose. Tail behind, heart lifts. And exhale, tuck the tail, draw the chin in, rounding into cat. One more. As we inhale, lift the chest, shoulders down the back of the body, tail behind. And then exhale as you round back into that cat. Beautiful. Come back up. Nice long spine, shoulders stacked over the hips. And then we're going to take these arms and we're going to bring them back up to the sky. And again, we're going to get into that side stretch. So just as we did before, we're going to take this right hand this time, and we're going to bring it onto that left wrist, grow long, get that length, belly draws in, and then take it over to the right, breathing into that left edge of the body for 2. And staying for that 1. Beautiful. And then from here, coming back up, reaching nice and long. Love it. So coming out, switching, taking the opposite side, reaching nice and long, and then over to the left, breathing into that right edge of the body. Breathing in, breathing out. Good. One more breath. Good. And then coming back up, finding that we release the wrists, arms are long, and then they're going to come back out a little bit higher. So not at that T, but a little bit higher. And again, you can always go lower. So don't get stuck into thinking this is right or wrong. We must honor our bodies. And then from here, we're going to take this left hand and we're going to cross it, finding our right shoulder. This right hand crosses, finding the left shoulder. And if you like, just walk the hands a little bit deeper if that feels good to you. Draw the belly in, and again, just round in. Tuck the tail, tuck the chin, breathe into the back of the body. Taking 2 more breaths here. Good. And then slowly, we're going to begin to release the hands, slide them down onto the knees, draw the belly in, this big movement of the spine. So it's slow, cow pose. Chest lifts, tail reaches behind. And exhale, cat pose. Beautiful. 2 more. Inhale as we come into that cow pose. Beautiful. Exhale as we round into that cat. 1 more. Inhaling as we lift our chest, tail behind us, heart opens. And exhale, tuck and round in. Should feel good. Beautiful. Bring the shoulders over the hips, coming back. Nice neutral spine. And then again, we're going to take these forearms, bring them down if it feels okay to you, onto the tops of the knees or sort of back by the thighs a little bit more. And then from here, keeping the feet a little bit wider this time, we're going to take that right arm and we're just going to let it kind of hang down a little bit. So either you have the hand on the knee, the opposite knee, or the forearm. Just let this right arm dip down. So really kind of just letting it hang, noticing if you can get space into that socket, that shoulder socket. Draw the belly in and up. Just let it hang, let the head go as well. Good, 1 more breath. Good, now slide that either forearm or hand back onto that right knee or thigh, and then take that left arm and just let it dangle. So there's core here, but we're really trying to let that arm kind of be heavy. Let the head go. Notice how it feels. It takes a little time to actually release. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Perfect. Now, slide that forearm or hand back to the knees, and we're going to just move into 1 round of cow and 1 round of cat. Good. We're going to add on here. So again, maybe it's the hands or forearms, up to you. Draw the belly in, and we're going to take this right hand or forearm. Actually, let's take the hand, place it onto the top of the knee. That'll create a little bit more movement. And then from here, this left hand, it's just going to begin to sweep out to the side, and a little bit of an opening of that chest here. So feel the belly drawing in, the heart opening. Gaze can follow those left fingertips. And then slowly unravel, bringing it back down, kind of letting that arm hang again. And then 2 more. Belly draws in. We're going to open, maybe follow those fingertips with that gaze. And then back down. Beautiful. 1 more like that. Belly draws in. And we open up. Beautiful. And then back down. Good. Now from here, slide that left hand to that left knee. I just want you to sit up just to take a little bit of a pause there. You can check in with your spine or even take a little round of cow and cat, up to you. Just know this work, yes, I'm really trying to encourage you to lift through the core, support the little gentle twisting movement, and build some strength as well. So here we come again. Keeping that left hand onto the top of that left thigh or knee, leaning forward a little bit, belly draws in, that right hand hangs for a minute, and then slowly draw in to take a little bit of a twist as that arm reaches out and we follow it. Good, and then bring it back down. Good, and again, follow it, feeling this twist through the body, heart opens. And then bring it back down. Good. 1 more like that, drawing the navel in, following the fingertips as you open that up. Beautiful. And then bring that hand back down. Good. Taking that hand, both hands back onto the knees, just encouraging you to sit back up. Get some nice neutral spine. Any little movement if you want to do a cat-cow, just checking in with yourself. Now, from here, we're going to come back, nice neutral feet, maybe 2 fist distance apart. We're going to take this left hand, reach it up to the sky, and then we're going to take and bring that hand to the outside of the right knee. So palm can face out if you like, or you can turn the palm in. I'm encouraging turn it out so that there's a little bit more openness to the shoulder versus in where there's the tendency to roll the shoulder in. Neither's wrong or right. I'm just bringing awareness to that. Draw the belly in. Take that right hand and just place it onto your thigh. Yeah, maybe I have my thumb into my hip crease. And we're going to take a nice lengthening breath and then take a little twist here. And then if you like, you could just slide forward a little bit, right? Drawing the belly in, opening up the shoulders, and then maybe you take this right arm up. So there's that position, but there is lots of core to take this twist for 2. You can always have that hand down. Stay for the 1. Beautiful. Now, bring that right hand back down. Draw the belly in. Slide back up. And then come back to neutral. Taking your time. Good. And just check in with your spine. Again, if you'd like to take a little movement or a cow or cat, that's so welcome. Good. And then feet again. Maybe 2 fists apart, staying nice and tall. We're going to take this right arm, reach it up to the sky. Good. Hello, Freddie. Draw the belly in and up. And then from here, we're going to take this right hand across. So same thing. You might turn the palm in, or you might have that palm facing out. So I'm doing out, just kind of feeling that openness of the chest. Nice. Sit tall. That left hand, so maybe it starts by bringing that thumb a little bit into the hip crease. And then slow, we're going to take a little bit of a twist here. So it doesn't need to be huge, but I really want you to connect the muscles of the back, the muscles of the front, right? And then if you like, just slide a little bit into this, but you don't have to. Staying with that chest, twisting towards the left. And if you like, you can also take this left arm, reach it up a little bit. But we're reaching it up to open up, right? Not that kind of reach over. Good. 1 more breath here, lots of core. Good. And then from here, slowly, that backhand, if you lifted it, comes back. We sit a little bit taller before coming out of the twist. And then slow, come back through to neutral. Whew, that's a lot of work onto the back, so be mindful. Lifting, if you like, into that cow. And exhaling into that cat. Do one more, it feels good. Beautiful, into that cat. Good. So, a little bit more of that same movement, but we're going to take and bring this right leg long out in front with the toes up towards the sky. Yeah, feel that space, sit nice and tall. And then from here, we're going to take this left hand, reach it up to the sky, get that nice length, right? So I kind of zip up my pelvic floor. And then we're going to take this left hand across the body, same thing. So maybe that palm faces out as you find the sort of outer edge of that right leg. Start by bringing that right hand to your hip or into that hip crease. Take a nice length to draw in. Think about the twist here through the core, ribs, chest, shoulders, yeah? And then maybe once you get that real connection of the core, maybe you slide down that leg, that right leg a little bit, yeah? Maybe you take that back arm and reach it up a little bit. Think about if you reach it up, opening up, but lots of core. Or keep that hand down for 2. Good. 1. If that back hand is lifted, bring it down, draw the belly in, slide slowly back up, and then unravel. Again, take your time here. Right foot comes back to the earth. Just check in with your spine. Just a little bit of that cat-cow, cow-cat movement just to loosen up. Nice. And then coming to the other side. So we're going to take this left leg, extend it long, toes up towards the sky, sitting nice and tall. So we're moving really slow to take care of our spines. We're going to take this right arm up to the sky. Feel that length, the belly drawing in and up. And then begin to take this right arm across your body, so towards the outer edge of that left leg. And this left hand can find the waist or that hip crease. And then really connect to that belly drawing in and up as you begin to twist a little bit towards the left. Shoulders open up. Good. And then maybe you slide down that leg a little bit. Lots of core. Good. Now find that sweet spot where you can really lift the pelvic floor. Maybe that back arm, that left arm opens up, right? But we're kind of then taking that into the twist or keeping that hand down. Really honor your body for 2. Stay for that 1. Then slow, that back hand comes down. Belly draws in as we come back up. And then unravel, bringing that foot down onto the earth. And then reaching into that cow and cat, just slow to loosen up. Beautiful. Good. 1 more. Nice. And then shoulders stack over the hips. And just touch base with your spine. Yeah. Notice how it feels. And then from here, we're going to take these arms and we're going to take and bring them out to the T, but then we're going to bring them a little bit higher. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to turn the palms away from us and then begin to lower these arms down slowly. Chest opens, and then let those hands slip into your lower back with the palms facing out. Beautiful. And then from here, take a nice inhale, sit tall, and then with the exhale, kind of draw the elbows back as you open up the front of the shoulders, the chest. And again, just take the breath, kind of massaging space into the front of the shoulders. Good. 2 more breaths. Love it. 1 more breath. Perfect. And then From here, very slowly, we're going to release these arms, bringing them down alongside us. Let them hang there. Sit tall, a little bit of that locust or shalabhasana. Good. Heart lifts, shoulders melt. Perfect. And then from here, we're just going to take this right shoulder and just begin to circle it, right? So all that movement we just did, let that just kind of spread around our bodies. You can let the head soften and release. Good. Nice. Should feel good. And then switch, heading the other way. Beautiful. Good. Love it. And then from here, we're going to take this right arm, we're going to reach it out in front, and we're going to take that left hand. We've done this before. Find the wrist on that left hand, kind of wraps around the right wrist, and we're just drawing it across our bodies. Yeah, just taking some nice circles here. Find that you're keeping your chest facing forward, same direction as the knees, so that requires that this belly draws in and out. Just massaging, opening up this outer edge of the arm and shoulders. Switch direction of the circle. Good. One more. Beautiful. Now, from here, we're going to take this right hand, we're going to bring it onto our right shoulder. Yeah, kind of cupping the shoulder if you can. That left hand can come to the waist or to that hip. Grow long, and then slowly we're going to begin to take a little bit of a twist here and kind of reaching over a little bit to the outer edge of that left leg. Yeah, and just feel nice little bit of motion here, a twist, some core, a little bit of a stretch. One more breath. Good. Slow. Core lifts in and up. And we unravel, bringing this right hand back down onto our thigh. What's wrong, Freddy Bear? I don't know why he's squeaking. Maybe there's a storm coming through. He hates storms. Taking that left arm, we're going to bring it down alongside our body, and then just begin to make some nice circles one direction. Slow, and you can move the head as well. Breathing into those circles. Slow and even. Left shoulder. And relax the neck. Nice. And then switch, heading the other way, circling that left shoulder the opposite direction. Perfect. Good. And then we're going to take this left arm, we're going to reach it out in front, and that right hand's going to find the wrist, and we're going to begin to draw this left arm across our chest. And as you do, just breathing into this whole outer edge of that left arm. Massaging maybe little circles, nothing forced. Good. One more circle that direction, and then switch, rolling these the other direction. Belly draws in, trying to keep that chest forward. Beautiful. One more breath. Perfect. Good. Love it. And then slowly from here, this left hand's going to reach towards that right shoulder. This right hand finds the hip or the thigh. Yeah? Take a nice inhale. Begin to lean forward a little bit and take a little bit of a twist to the right. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more. Good. Beautiful. And then slowly coming back up. Really important to support this. And then bringing both hands down onto the knees. Whew. With a lot of movement, right? Now, from here, those options, right? You can stay wherever you are. You do not have to come up to standing. If you would like to, come with me up to standing. We're going to do variations of the arms and add the legs in. So, taking your time and honoring your body. So, I'm going to just move these blocks. If you are coming up to standing, as you always hear me say, so important, make sure this chair is nice and sturdy and that there's nothing on your mat or the floor that you might stumble on. So be aware what's there. And then from here, we're going to just take and walk out, finding a downward dog. So the feet can be a little bit wider as you kind of walk back. I almost fell over there. And just let the kind of hips rock a little bit, the tail rock a little bit side to side. And you can see I'm pretty long in my spine, and there's a big stretch coming into the whole edge of my body through the shoulders. If that feels too much to you, then come in a little closer. Yeah, bring the forearms down onto the chair. Soften the knees a little bit more. And just modify it. Whatever feels good, make it about you, learning endlessly about our bodies. Good. So again, big long spine or a little closer to the chair. Whatever it is. Good. Now, from here, we're going to take our gaze forward. You can see through my mop of hair. And we're going to take this right foot, and we're going to step it forward. And we're on the ball of that back foot. So often we step back. Today we're stepping forward. I want those shoulders over the hips. That back heel is lifted. And we're going to take and bend that back knee. So for me, it's that left knee. Lift the pelvic floor and then extend that leg long. Good. Again, bend the left knee. Focus your gaze. And then extend it. Working these leg muscles. And again, bend that left knee. It's a lot, so just be mindful. And then extend it. Beautiful. From here, we're going to take this right leg and we're going to step it back, maybe a few steps, and revisit your downward dog. Pedaling out a little bit. Shifting the hips side to side a little bit. Perfect. Good. Now, coming to the other side. So we're going to step that left foot forward. So as we step it forward, trying to get the toes kind of upright by that chair. And the right heel is lifted, so we're in that lunge. Shoulders are over the waist, so there's shoulders, hips, alignment. And then from here we go. We're going to bend that right knee a little bit, and then re-extend it. 2 more. Focus, draw the core in, building strength into both legs, both hips. Extend it. 1 more. Bending. Beautiful. And then extending. Love it. Gaze out in front. And this time, we're going to take a step forward. So maybe a lot of little steps or 1 big step coming up to standing. Yes, should feel good. Now, options here. You can keep 1 hand onto the chair just to be mindful of that balance. Or you might find you take both arms and bring them kind of out to that T and a little bit up. So whatever feels right to you, take that. Find your balance here. And then from here, we're going to take these hands back down towards the T and begin to turn the palms behind us. So again, maybe it's on one with just 1 arm or maybe both, and then slip these hands into your lower back, palms facing out here. Kind of lifting out of the feet, drawing the belly in and up, opening up that chest. We're then going to take these elbows and slowly draw them towards each other. It doesn't need to be big, right? They don't have to touch at all. What? Just feel that chest lifting, heart lifting, nice stretch into the front of the body. Good. 1 more breath there. Beautiful. And then from here, very slowly, just let these arms slide down and be alongside your body, right? So we're standing tall here. And then we're going to take and bring the hands back down onto the chair. And we're going to step this right foot back. We're going to bring that right heel down and bend that front knee. Yeah? So you just feel we're kind of in that, we are in that warrior 2 footing. The hips are a little bit more open here. And then from here, we're gonna take this back arm, we're gonna reach it out, right? A little bit higher. Take the gaze over those fingertips. You'll notice that energy we found before, the core, the chest. And then slowly take this hand, bring it across your body, finding that left shoulder. Draw the belly in, and we're going to slightly kind of draw across our bodies and kind of bow over a little bit. Nice bit of stretch into the lower back, the mid back, the shoulder blades. And then from here, we're going to unravel. So really draw the core in and begin to open back up, fingertips, reach. Gaze can follow if it feels okay. And we're going to do that again. Hand crosses over, finds that left shoulder, belly draws in. You kind of round here a little bit. Doesn't need to be huge. Good. And then one more, just kind of opening up this space. Reaching into movement. And then hand again comes back across, finding that shoulder, belly draws in. And we just round here. Now, taking that right hand, place it down onto the chair. So both hands are on the chair now. We're going to roll that to the ball of that back foot. And then from here, we're just going to straighten both legs out. So you can always step that back foot in a little bit more. Take a breath. And then melt over, yes, this chair. Nice stretch at the back. For me, it's actually both legs because my calves can get very, very tight from my workouts because I do other stuff too. And also up the back of that left leg, that hamstring. So just find what's right for you for 2. Taking another breath for 1. Good. And then slowly from here, we're going to bend that front knee. Hands are going to come back down. We're going to lift our chest up and then step forward. So we're standing nice and tall again. Noticing how that feels. I'm going to move this princess over here, hopefully. Good. There you go. So as we stand nice and tall, we're going to take this left foot and we're going to step it back. That left heel's coming down, so we're in this kind of gentle warrior 2. It doesn't need to be a big, long warrior 2. Just a little closer together is totally fine. And then this back arm begins to open up. Have it come a little bit higher. Draw the belly in, take the gaze over to the fingertips. That same energy we found earlier. Just keep opening it up. Beautiful. And then take this hand across, finding that opposite shoulder, draw the belly in. There's a little bit of rounding and a slight little twist as we bow down and just pause there. It should feel good along the edge of the body. Good. And then we're going to do that again 2 more times. So slowly, this time we're just kind of peeling open, gaze follows the fingertips, belly draws in and up. And then again, that hand crosses over, finding the shoulder, the opposite shoulder, belly draws in, kind of round forward, tuck the chin. Feels good. Good, last one. Good, we're gonna open it up. My plan to put Fred outside of this room did not work. Good. And then from here, we're gonna come back. So this arm, this time, finds that shoulder, we round in for a pause. And then bring that hand down onto the chair. We're rolling to the ball of that left foot, lengthening the front leg. So we're in this upside down V of a pyramid, or step that foot in a little bit. And then melt over, yeah? So you feel this up the back of the right leg. Up the back of the left leg. Hello, Freddie. Yes, squeak, squeak, squeak. And we're going to take 2 more breaths. Good. 1 more breath. You're so funny. Good. And then from here, gaze out in front. Hands come down, lifting up, and then stepping forwards. As we come up to standing nice and tall, just really want you to connect to this beautiful body. kind of opened up all the bits and pieces of it today. And just pause there. Good. Take another breath. Ready. Shh. And then from here, you're going to make your way back to your chair. Good. And this princess in mind. Finding your seat. Good. Yeah. So coming back to the chair. You might rock the knees a little bit side to side. Just notice how you feel. Good. And then if you're in your chair, soles of the feet onto the earth, sit nice and tall. Good. And we're going to take and bring these arms back out to that T, opening them up. Yeah, now take them a little bit higher, just noticing again if you can relax the shoulders. And then from here, we're going to take that left hand, finding that right shoulder. So again, coming into that hug, take a breath, inhale. And then we're just kind of bowing in, kind of rounding in. So again, lots of nice movement of the spine today. Taking 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Beautiful, and then draw the belly in and up. This time we're going to roll up. We need that core to help us. The arms open up as our heart just opens up into all this goodness, right? This beautiful day, this beautiful life. We're releasing any of that judgment, right? That judgment that we bring into our lives, that self-doubt. Good, and then from here, coming to the opposite side. So we're going to cross that right hand over, finding that left shoulder, and that left hand crosses over, finding the right. Take a nice inhale to lengthen, and then begin to just round in. Nice kind of hug of yourself. Breathing into the back of the body. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Draw the belly in to support the movement as we roll ourselves up. Beautiful, and at the top we begin to peel open that heart space, and as you do, just again, find those blessings, those gifts, that loving kindness. 1 more breath. Beautiful, and then from here, bring the hands back down. Good, noticing how you feel. And we're going to take and bring this right leg. We're going to bring it out in front of us, so just repeating shapes a little bit, toes up to the sky. Left hand slide down to the top of that left thigh or knee. And we're going to just fold forward. So the spine is long here. And we're melting forward, opening up the heart space and breathing for a few breaths. If you want to go deeper, these forearms can kind of slide down. That takes it deeper. You can also take that right hand and reach it down towards that calf or the toes. And just breathe for 4, 3, 2, stay for the 1. Draw the core in and slowly bring the hands back to that left knee to lift yourself up. Should feel good. Getting all that space into the back of the body. And then this right foot, you can either cross it over that ankle or draw it in. Good. Yeah. And then cross it over that knee. Good. Setting it up for that classic stretch, the seated pigeon. And sit tall here. Just take a pause. Just open up that left hip. Just notice when you pause into breath, into space, and let go. The muscles can relax, and you can begin to feel that goodness. Take a few more breaths. Maybe lean into it a little bit. I'm leaning into the stretch a little bit because my body's slowly relaxing and opening. Good. 2 more breaths wherever you are. Begins to feel so good. And then slowly lifting up if you leaned forward. Bringing that foot down onto the earth if it's over your knee. Refinding that just classic seated position. And then take that left leg long, toes to the sky. Take a breath. Slide the hands down to the top of that right thigh or knee and just come forward here. Stay long in your spine, a nice stretch at the back of that left leg. If you like, you can always slide the forearms down. Find the breath, find the stretch. If you need more, that left hand can kind of reach long. It might even hook the toe. It doesn't have to. It might stay a little bit higher, just not onto that knee. Good. A few more breaths. One more breath. And then from here, we're going to take again both hands onto that right knee. Belly draws in as you lift up. Nice. Good. And then from here, that left ankle can either cross over that right, coming into that pigeon, or draw the knee in, sit tall, and then cross it over, opening up that way. Yeah? Shimmy around a little bit. And just relax this left hip. Wherever you are, just taking a few breaths here. If you like, you can always lean into it a little bit if your body says it has that space, leaning in with kindness. A few more breaths. Good. 2 more breaths. You feel good, right? Not forced. Nice. And then slowly beginning to bring yourself back up. If you lifted that ankle to knee, bring that foot back down onto the earth. Give it a little bit of a rock, side to side. And then here's that option, right? Remember, I love this virtual ability. You can go lay onto your bed, onto your couch. You can lay on the floor, bringing the legs up and over, or slide back into your chair where you are. So whatever feels right to you. Bring this little girl up. Yeah, and just find your space to let yourself go, just to drop into that heart space, your practice, softening into it. Take a nice inhale through the nose. Exhale softly out through the mouth. And just let yourself be here. Just breathing in and out softly. A space of gratitude, of thanks. Pause here together, the connectedness of each other, community. And staying where you are. If you're in a chair, you might sit a little taller. Bringing those palms down onto your heart space. So palms down, just bow into that as we honor ourselves, all this goodness, all this light inside of us. And then softly just lift your head. Bring your hands to Anjali Mudra. Take a nice inhale. Exhale out. And inhale together for Om. As we bow to the light, the love inside of me, inside of you. Namaste. Thank you so much, yogis. What a wonderful practice. Beautiful Monday. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and keeping away from self-judgment and criticism, moving into the light and that love and kindness into your heart. And we have class on Wednesday. It is on Zoom, so you need to make sure you get me your email address if you're not already on that list, so that you can be added, and then you will get the link and in the morning, and we can practice just like this together. On the Zoom, you can turn off your camera. Nobody has to see you. It's just trying to open it up to, some people don't do Facebook and want to do Zoom, so I'm just trying to find that summer balance. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much. Crazy little dog.